Uranus is about going beyond the biological self, going to the mental, to the spiritual, and to the higher frequency, not only within ourselves, but also technologically. For example, if today we use the internet, which is a very Uranian tool, there is no organic matter. We are dealing with radiation. We're dealing with um, finer frequencies. The reason is that if Uranus represents our need for progress, it will always seek methods to defy gravity. This is why, by definition, Uranus represents our impulse to elevate, to rise, and to raise the vibration. And we see this, well, first of all, in building skyscrapers, taller buildings, then and then building airplanes. And the reason why the airplanes have to fly high is because there's less density, there's less friction. So the higher the altitude, the faster you can go. And there is something about Uranus that strives to speed things up, to go faster. And this also means that we need to metabolize everything faster. Why do we need, what is the gain in speed? Why do we need to go faster? Because the faster we can go, the more complex the equations we can resolve. Think about a computer that's computing things very slowly. There's so much you can do with it compared to a very fast computer that can process a lot of information quickly. You can resolve deeper riddles. You can process much more complex mechanisms. So Uranus, naturally focuses, inspires us to to speed everything up. And we know that Gaia and the Earth and Taurus is about slowing down. So right there, you have a different in rhythm and metabolism. So what does this say about us today? How do we integrate this? Are we going to experience a rape where this, quickening and speeding up is going to overwhelm our biological nature, and we are going to robotize our whole world and live in a very sterile environment? Because that is the risk with Uranus. As we depart from the organic, as we detach from our biology and access more virtual worlds, more spiritual world, and move away from the fertility of organic matter, we risk sterilizing ourselves. And this is why, by definition, Uranus also represents um, dehydration and infertility. And it's not a coincidence that there is an increase of infertility. People today are less fertile than they ever were. And I believe this has to do with a strong movement of planets through Aquarius in the course of the past decades. So the story goes and continues that Uranus, was violent and was imposing himself, and we can understand that it doesn't have to even be mean intended. But if we understand just the difference in rhythm, the nature of Uranus and the nature of Taurus are so different that mixing them and bringing them together can feel like a rape, can seem like something very violent, because, like we said, the speed is not integrated. So Gaia can feel completely overpowered by this thunder, by the lightning that Uranus projects on the Earth.